Okay, hello and welcome everyone. This is Brandon Boyd. Appreciate all of you for being on here tonight. Want to go ahead and get started with a webinar. Always want to make sure and get started right on time. I know that a lot of people who are on the call tonight have taken time out of their lives to be here, so I appreciate that. I want to respect your time. And for any of those who have been on these webinars before, you know that typically I get straight to the point with what I want to share, but I truly believe, and if now you should be able to see my screen, I truly believe that what I'm about to share with you tonight, that if used and taken advantage of, will absolutely change your life. I've been here for about almost 3.5 years. I'm the master distributor of WakeUpNow, and I want to share with you some things and some concepts. And the nice thing is what I go over tonight, just so you know, is being recorded. So you will be able to review this. You don't have to take a bunch of notes. Once I get started, the presentation is typically between 18 to 20 minutes, and then you can ask questions at the end. You can feel free to type them in as we're going, and I'll make sure and get all the questions answered at the end of the presentation. And so you'll have a little question box there for you if you want to type those in as we go. But just want to ask you a couple questions as we get going here that I think are critical to think about, and I think will make a huge difference for you. And just by raise of hands, even if I can't see them, how many of you would like to take $100 even one time and turn it into $600 residual a month? Raise of hands. How many of you would like to get paid every time someone else spends money? Okay. How would you like to get paid to travel? Would you like to save $1 for every 2 miles you drive? Would you mind if I gave you up to 22% off your existing cell phone bill right now? Would you like to be out of debt in half the time without having to change your lifestyle? Well, you can do all of these things as a member and subscriber of Wake Up Now, and if taken advantage of, this can absolutely change your life as it has for mine. So, how do you actually get paid when other people spend money? Because that's a pretty amazing concept, isn't it? It's like getting paid when people walk into Walmart or Costco and buy something or get the transaction fees from PayPal purchases and things like that. Well, the same type thing happens as you become a member of Wake Up Now. Each subscriber gets a Wake Up Now Visa debit card similar to the one that you see on your screen here. Whether you use our card or the cards right in your wallet, you can buy things through Wake Up Now, whether it be online purchases or offline purchases, meaning like in person, and save a ton of money on the things you already buy each and every day. And the great thing is, the more subscribers you have who do that exact same thing, the more money each of you make because you get a percentage of all the spending that goes on within your team and organization. It's an incredible concept because pennies add up, acorns become oak trees, and so forth. Second, how do you save $1 for every 2 miles you drive? Let me just start off by telling each of you who are watching this right now that if you do not currently have a business, you are literally losing thousands of dollars a year in tax deductions. So watching this will be worth your time. And even if you do have a business in place already, you'll want to listen to this because you can now be IRS bulletproof. So Wake Up Now partnered with Sandy Botkin, who created a system called TaxBot. And Sandy was a former IRS trainer for over 20 years, so he has great credibility. And through his unique system, whether you use your smartphone or computer, you can have your entire business tracked automatically with all its expenses and mileage for you by way of GPS. And you don't need to worry about keeping receipts or doing mileage logs either. You can actually take a picture of the receipts and track your mileage with Google Maps everywhere you go and with everything you do. And by being in business, this becomes like a 25 to 45% cash back card because of the deductions you can get on meals, entertainment, travel, and much more, which I'll go over. And Wake Up Now recently conducted a study and found that individuals using TaxBot were receiving on average about $1,900 in deductions within a 30-day calendar month. So how much money will that save you if you did the same thing? Well, even at a 30% tax bracket, you're talking about saving between 3 to 500 bucks a month. What would that do for you financially right now in your life? I believe that it's huge, and it's the difference between those who become rich and those who don't, because the majority of people overpay in taxes every year. It's about 88% because they're afraid of an audit. But this system will tell you what you can deduct each and every month to maximize your tax savings. It will help to make you audit proof. And speaking of proof, here are my personal tax deductions through the first 5 months of 2013. And I'm actually going to pull it up on my phone right now. So as of today, Monday, June 17th, I'm at $18,745.77. It literally goes up on a daily basis. I had $51,000 in deductions in 2012, and I'm on track once again to save thousands in taxes this year. So I can say I absolutely love TaxBot. Third, how can you save 22% a month off your cell phone bill? So if you enroll today, you will get access to the Wake Up Now corporate discount with these three companies, where with both AT&T and Verizon, you can get up to 22% off your monthly bill, and with your voice and data plan, and 12% if you're with T-Mobile. And you can do this even if you are already with one of these companies. And there's no hassle, there's no hidden fees either. And we make it simple to get right through your back office. Fourth, how do you get paid to travel? So through the Wake Up Now Vacation Club, you can get massive savings at over 2 million locations worldwide without being restricted to any contracts or maintenance fees, and without the hassle being locked into a frustrating timeshare. I know that many of you on this call can relate with that. And with this license, you can go anywhere you want to go at a fraction of the cost of what you might find on the internet. So whether you need a hotel, whether you want to go on a cruise or stay at a resort condo, you're going to find amazing deals through this vacation club. For example, I went on a cruise with my wife. It was about $1,700 through Expedia, and yet it was only $279. That was with tax through Wake Up Now. Okay. So let's say that even if you want to go to Park City or Treasure Island or Vegas or Disneyland, you can save a ton of money. And the great thing is, this finally gives people the opportunity to travel without having to break the bank in the process. And in just a bit, I'm going to cover how you actually get paid to travel so that you don't have to put out any money to any locations that you desire. And don't forget, while you're on those trips, you can use TaxBot to make them tax deductible while you're out there having fun. And fifth, how can you get out of debt in half the time using your current income? Sounds almost too good to be true, doesn't it? Well, I have found it's just simple math and a formula the software follows to make that happen. And through this system, not only do you have all your budgets automated and bank accounts aggregated into one account, but you also have a debt piece that will prioritize your debts, whether it be a mortgage if you have one, any car loans you may have, any student loans from college, any credit card debt you may have, or any other debt in general. And then through the debt priority tab, it will take those and tell you exactly which one to pay down first, step by step, so that it takes out the guesswork for you. This information alone will save you years of interest payments and debt, and will get you to financial freedom much faster than without this incredible software. And keep in mind, this is different than Quicken, Microsoft Money, Mint.com. Like people say, hey, I could just use some other software. No, you can't. This is not just a financial management software. It is simpler to use, and the debt piece is the most critical part of the entire program, which those other systems do not have. We also have Wake Up Now Grocery, where you can save on your weekly grocery shopping from all the stores you already shop at. You simply print off the coupons right from your back office with no need to cut anything, and then take them to the store and get the discounts at the checkout. It's as simple as that. So when we review what I've shown in the last several minutes, the question then comes probably to your mind, okay, so what is Wake Up Now? It's as simple as this. Wake Up Now is a financial wellness company who helps people save, manage, and make money. That's what we do. We help people become financially well by saving them thousands in interest using finance, taxes by being in business and using TaxBot, and spending. And as we do that, we literally change lives all around the world as we are doing on a daily basis. It's something to be excited about. The great thing is about this company, one of the things that attracted me when I came here is that you don't have to sell overpriced things that people don't want in order to receive a commission. And by saving on spending, you don't have to change where you buy, how you buy, or what you buy just because you want to be loyal to a company in the hopes of receiving a commission check, which unfortunately the majority never get. I understand many of you who are watching this right now, they just want to know, okay, how do I make money? All right. So, first thing I want to mention, which I believe is absolutely critical, is that you need to take care of the monthly fee you pay each month immediately because in most companies outside of Wake Up Now, most people will never make back their initial investment or cover their monthly fee. Now, I'm not being negative, I'm being positive. They will not make the money back. And so the easiest way that you can do that through our company is by using the product that I just showed you in the first part of this presentation. So for example, use TaxBot, get the cell phone discount, use the finance software, because in using those, you will never spend more money on your monthly fee than you save in using what we provide to you. And then when people use what we have, they almost never quit because the value is too high and they're not forced to buy products on a monthly basis that they typically would never use in the first place. You can also enroll 3 people or business partners who want to make money, and that alone will pay for the fee on a monthly basis as they remain active through the Get 3 and It's Free program. So basically, just enroll 3 people who want more than what they have right now in life, and you'll be on your way. So as you enroll 3, you become what's called a Director 3 as you follow our 15-day Sprint to Success program where you enroll your first 3 within the first 15 days of becoming a member. In fact, you'll see a little time clock. If you log into your back office on the bottom right corner, you should see a little clock ticking. Okay? Here's what's important about that. If you do that, you get a free Founders Getaway vacation paid for by Wake Up Now, whether that be a cruise, a spa package, or something of that nature. And on top of that, your monthly auto pay would be covered and you would receive rewards and recognition at the major events we have. So jump on this as soon as you can because it's absolutely worth your time. So for example, if you join today, you got 15 days. Get your monthly covered. Then on top of that, you got the Founders Getaway vacation and you'll be trained on the product at the same time and set up with everything. Okay, so this slide here, this is critical to pay attention to because if you decide to build Wake Up Now as a business, I believe this is the most important part of the compensation plan. I've never seen a company who is as aggressive with their pay plan as is Wake Up Now. So now that you are a Director 3 and you've helped those 3 get 3, you become a Founder 3, following our formula B3, H3, G3, which stands for Bring 3, Help 3, Get 3. And I want you to focus on the H part, which is the helping. This will be the foundation of your business. And as you can see, it doesn't have to be perfect. When you have a team of 12 and you enroll 3, you will make $600 residual a month, which means you're making $50 per person per month on your team. I mean, that is huge. No company does that. And at any time that you have someone become a Director 3 on your team, starting with your 4th Director 3, you will make an additional $50 a month off those individuals. So you can make $1,000 a month as a Founder 3 with as few as 36 total people, which is literally unheard of. In fact, as anyone in any other company, how many people on this call, if you were to ask those people, how many individuals would you need in most any other company to make $600 a month? And they will be surprised when they ask you the same question. So we want to help you become a Founder 3 and be a part of the exclusive 600 Club as soon as possible. We've had people do it in a single day, others take a week, a month, or longer. It just depends on how fast you want to run, but we want to make sure and help you get there. Now, as you start to build your business and you go from beyond a Founder 3 up to a Founder 4, and you start to enroll an extra person. Now you've got 4 people personally. In order to qualify as a Founder 4, you need to make sure that you have at least a Director 3 under each of those 4 people. Okay. You have a team total of 112 people. You have a luxury bonus of $250. You get up to an additional $500 on the Founder Leadership Override. But then the exciting part is the Founder bonus. You have a residual of $2,000 a month, $2,000 a month, plus the vacation dollars, plus the Founder Leadership Override. I mean, look at the Founder 4, just over 100 people, and that's what you get. You get the $250 luxury bonus, which is those vacation dollars, and that goes back to that question, getting paid to travel. So every month, not only do you get the up to $2,500 on the commissions, but you get an extra $250 on top of that on the vacation dollars, and you can allow that to compound for 3 months at a time and go on an even bigger trip. Okay, and don't forget to deduct as much as you can using TaxBot on your travel as well. Founder 5, what that means is that if you've enrolled 5 people personally, you have a Director 3 under each of those 5 people. You have a team total of 223 people. You've got a luxury bonus of now $500 a month. You've got up to an additional $1,000 a month in the Founder Leadership Override bonus. And then you've got a Founder 5 bonus of $4,000 residual a month, which right there, that's $48,000 a year just on the Founder bonus, plus the Founder Leadership Override and the luxury bonus. So now, not only do you get the vacation money, but you have an extra $250 a month now towards a car bonus as well, as long as the car is not older than 5 years old. Okay, so that can be a car that kind of markets your business and also becomes tax deductible at the same time. So this is like unheard of for a team that is so small like that. Not that 200 people is a small team, but to make this kind of income and have the trip and car bonus at the same time is phenomenal. Founder 6, you have 6 people personally. You have a Director 3 under each of those 6 people. Now keep in mind, the Director 3 doesn't have to be with the people that you personally enrolled, meaning if you got person number 5, he doesn't have to be a Director 3 himself, okay? It is someone in that line, that 5th line is a Director 3. You have a team of 445 people. You've got a luxury bonus of $750. So $375 is going to go towards a vacation. $375 is going to go towards a car. You get up to an additional $2,000 a month in the Founder Leadership Override. Plus the Founder 6 bonus is an additional $6,000 a month, which right there, that's $72,000 a year just on the Founder bonus, plus the Founder Leadership Override and the vacation money and car bonus. Founder 7, you have 7 people that you've personally enrolled. You have a Director 3 under each of those 7 people. You have a team of 889 people. You have a luxury bonus of $1,000, so $500 goes towards a vacation, $500 goes towards a car. You have up to an additional $4,000 a month in the Founder Leadership Override, and then the Founder 7 bonus is going to give you a guaranteed $10,000 a month residual income. So you're looking at about $14,000 a month as a Founder 7, plus the additional $500 toward vacation, $500 towards a car. So this is just a simple breakdown chart of the compensation plan that I just went over from Founder 3 up to Founder 7, where you can see the number of people you enroll, how many they enroll, how many you have on your team, how much in commission you would earn on a monthly basis at each rank. And as I mentioned before, this is the most aggressive pay plan I've ever seen in this industry, and I would advise you to take advantage of it as soon as this presentation is over. Now, if you want to make money beyond the ranks of Founder 7, you can do so all the way up to becoming a global executive, where with just over 11,000 people on your team, you would make $114,000 residual a month. You would get $1,000 a month in the car bonus, $1,000 a month in vacation dollars, and 2 hours of private jet time. So if you're the type of person who's used to making 50,000 a month, 100,000 a month or more, then you can pay attention to this slide. But I'm going to move on because most people can't see these type of numbers anyway. But once you actually watch a recording of this, you can just simply press the pause button so that you can look into the details of this slide. So just as a recap, I mentioned that you can get paid when other people spend money as a part of Wake Up Now. You can easily turn $100 once into $600 a month. That's as a founder 3 at the 600 Club. You can save $1 for every 2 miles that you drive. That's by being in business and using TaxBot. You can get paid to travel and save thousands in the process, and that is through the Wake Up Now Vacation Club. And then right now you can save up to 22% a month off of your cell phone bill just by being a member of Wake Up Now, and then you can cut your debt in half without changing your lifestyle. So you can do all these things as a member and subscriber of Wake Up Now today. And I believe, again, I mentioned we're about financial wellness. And so all these things I just mentioned here, these are like all good things. Okay. They're typically things that you're participating in every single day. You're just not saving the money or making the money at the same time. So you're probably saying, this all sounds great, cut to the chase, give me the price. So if you were to enroll today, you will pay $99.95, which is the monthly fee. It has no contract and it's month to month, so there's no pressure. And as I mentioned before, if you will use what we have, such as finance, TaxBot, and the others, even without the compensation plan, you will save more than you spend on the monthly fee, period. And if I had the time, I would show you how to save hundreds of dollars a month using what we have, even without telling a single soul about this great company. So to me, the monthly fee is not even something to debate about. And last, uh, one of the nice things is we have a 100% satisfaction guarantee, and it states that if you stay with Wake Up Now as an active paying IBO for 12 consecutive months, and you use 2 products at least 1 time a month, like TaxBot or the cell phone discount, you're going to earn a free trip up to $1,500 paid for by the Wake Up Now Vacation Club through the company. This is on top of the Founders Getaway vacation as well by becoming a Director 3 within your first 15 days. So if you want to go on multiple trips paid for by the company, this is a good idea to do this. So this is 100% satisfaction guarantee. So the worst thing that could happen to you if you enroll today is that you're going to save a ton of money. You're going to save on interest and taxes, and you will go on a paid-for trip each and every year paid for by the company, regardless of whether you enroll anybody. So that's about as bad as it's going to get. And to give you some security as to who is running this ship, CEO Kirby Cochran is behind the helm, as he has what I would consider an impeccable track record. He built a billion-dollar company. He has taken 200 companies public. He was a professor at 2 major universities. And here was a quote that he gave that he has given to quite a few people. He said that Wake Up Now will dwarf anything I've done in the past and has the potential to be the largest network marketing company of all time. And I just want to end by saying that I truly believe Wake Up Now is the Google of network marketing from the standpoint that there is no company that provides what we provide in one system and pays what we pay at the same time. I believe that it is fair. Our compensation plan is fair because it gives the masses a chance to succeed and win. I believe it's the final resting place for those involved in this industry, and we hope that you'll decide to lock arms with us and free this and other nations, one person, one family at a time. Now, what I want to do at this time is I want to go ahead and get questions answered. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up these slides here so that you can kind of see them on your screen, and hopefully it'll kind of jog your memory from anything on TaxBot, the Vacation Club, or Wake Up Now Finance, or the cell phone discount. Let's go ahead and get those answered at this time. Okay, so again, you can type in the questions into the question box there. Let's see. Okay, so again, I appreciate you guys being on here. How do they calculate the savings on Verizon or AT&T? So typically it's going to take it off the biggest part of your phone bill, which is the voice and data plan. Okay, good question on that. Let's see. Is the vacation club an additional cost? The answer is no. Everyone gets free vacation weeks that they have access to. The only time that you pay, like if it's $100, that's if you're just wanting more than say 10 weeks. Maybe you want more to give away, whatever it is that you want to do with them. But you do get access for free to the Wake Up Now Vacation Club when you join the company. Comp plan question: if you personally sponsored 3 people, and those 3 sponsored 2 of their own for a total of 9. How much is my residual income, assuming that the number on my team didn't change? So basically, all you want to do, and let me just show you an example so that it can be crystal clear, because that's a good question there. Let's just open up this slide here, bring it up on the screen. So if you look at these first 3 people that you've enrolled, you just want to make sure that there's a total of 4 in each of the 3 lines. So you can't have like all 9 people in one line. So like this first person, he got 1 and that one person got 2. This guy, he got 1, he got 1, he got 1, or she. And then the same goes here. So you just want to make sure there's at least a total of 4 IBOs within each line. So that's a good question there. Let's bring up the others. So let's see. Any other questions out there? Let's bring up these slides again. Anything on the compensation plan? Anything on any of the products and services, savings, any of those things? Okay. By the way, again, this is being recorded, so I'll have it posted both to Facebook and my training website. Looks like there's another question here. Okay. On page 3 of the compensation plan PDF at the bottom says Wake Up Now Vacation Club requires a one-time activation of $100. So typically, if you're going to join the company, you're going to get a couple weeks for free. If you want to get 10 weeks, you pay $100, and they'll give you an extra 10 weeks. If you want 52 weeks, you can get that for $500. So my recommendation is, unless you just have extra money laying around, I mean, you're going to get those free weeks where all you have to do is you just pay for where you're wanting to go, but you don't have to pay to activate the license itself. Okay. So, and that includes for just being a customer as well. What are shares? Global Executive requires 24 shares. All that means is that the higher rank you are, you're going to get a bigger share of the global bonus. So that global executive bonus that I was talking about from founder 4 and 5, let's take this for example. Founder 3, let's go to founder 4. So in the red where it says up to an additional $500 on the founder leadership override. So what happens is, as you look at the compensation plan document, in fact, I'm going to bring up the one on that slide that was for even beyond founder 7. What happens is you get a share in that bonus, okay? And as you increase in your rank from founder 4 all the way up to a global executive, it just increases your shares, which means you just get a bigger percentage of the pie. That's what it comes down to, okay? And so it just gives you more money. As the company continues to grow, it just gives you a bigger share of that bonus, okay? Because the company takes a percentage of all of the profits that come through and contributes both to the founder bonus as well as the global executive bonus. How good is the free section? You know, it's pretty dang good. It's got $100 a day in free stuff. So if you want to justify your cost, that's about $2,000 to $3,000 a month just in free stuff. And I actually use it quite a bit. I get a ton of protein bars, drinks, energy, free magazine. I mean, it's just got all sorts of random stuff. Free hamburger, Jamba Juice for the day. It's not something you have to use, but a lot of people like it. And it's pretty good. Download free apps to your phone and stuff like that. So it's pretty good. It's about $100 a day in free stuff that you get access to. Okay. Joined the company about 3 weeks ago. Haven't been able to add anyone yet. What are some techniques that you could share to help get IBOs and customers? Okay, good question on that. So I've got a training website, and maybe this will help you. As you bring this up here on wakeupnowf.blogspot.com, I have a training step-by-step on the right side of the screen here. And I think that as you use a video that I put together, of course, corporate put one together as well on the right, it says Wake Up Now presentation. That's my video. Also, Wake Up Now in 1 minute. Using an upline mentor that's actually succeeding in the business. Marketing material that I created as well that you can use to market the business. Using this stuff is great as well because it gives you things that you can actually give to someone if you're actually seeing them in person. Okay, and so like I have these debit marketing cards. So one of the keys is I tell people to use the videos, use these webinars. You become what's called a professional inviter. Okay, so you invite people to actually see the opportunity because a lot of people are going to say, well, I'm just going to wait and see how you do. Okay, and once you make money, then that's when I'm really going to get in and get going. And you don't want to get into that position. Okay, and that's why I tell people to use the someone in your upline that is succeeding in the business and you invite people to see the business. So that can be a video, a webinar, or a face-to-face. It's not something that you can just put on Facebook and say, all right, here's the video and become an F7. Nope, it's not going to work that way. It's not how I built my business. Some people think that they can just build an entire business through squeeze pages and stuff like that. You might be able to bring people in, but you know what? It's still a relationship business. It's not easy to retain them. And so I tell people to use it all. It's still, I mean, how many people on your phone log and your Facebook could use some extra money and they don't want to sell bug juice in the process? Well, Wake Up Now is a great business for them. Okay. So I hope that helps out just a little bit. Do you sign up as a husband and wife or just an individual? If as an individual, is it wise to sign up your spouse? Typically, it says one person per household. Now, of course, a spouse or significant other can have their own business as well. My recommendation is you just have to decide between you and another person if you want to build a position together or if you're wanting to do two separate positions. Now, it will help you qualify faster, but you don't want to get in a position where you're just trying to stick all these people under that individual unless they intend to actually do something. That's my personal opinion. What is the 15-day sprint product training, and is there any discount? So on that training, and it's right here, it says training step by step, so you can actually register for this. So for example, 15-day sprint product training, I can just click on that right there, and here's the link at the top, and then I can just put in, the name, John Doe, put an email, and you just click register now. So you can actually send people that link. So let's take, for example, I'm going to go on, I'm going to go on to, let's say, if I want to get the events and recordings, which I was going to pull up Facebook, but this will just be easier. Live events and recordings is here to the right. So I can get on this live presentation schedule right here, and I can click for 15-day sprint webinars, and that's going to give you the details of the days. I do 5 sessions over the course of 15 days. Of course, you can do this all in one day if you want, just right here under the training. But I make sure that people are set up with TaxBot, finance, cell phone, and the other benefits. Okay. I think it's important because if a percentage of people are never going to have success in the business, you got to give them value in return, right? And so I like to do that to make sure that they're set up with stuff so they see the value. And then this is the recorded webinar library. You can access this library at any time. I upload the stuff so that you always have access to that. So become part of those 15-day sprint trainings because I think that they're a great thing to have. And I do the training for you so that you can focus on leadership, recruiting, and duplicating. Any other questions out there? These are great questions. Again, let's go back to the PowerPoint slides. Any questions on these? Anything on the compensation plan? All right. Well, I'll stay for just a few minutes after. If you have any other questions, feel free to go ahead and type them in. More than happy to spend the time to do that for you. But again, this in 14 years, I've never seen a company like Wake Up Now. We are truly helping people. They're becoming financially fit. It's the reason people get in this industry. They want to make money and they want to make a pile of it. Well, we can help them to save it, to manage it, and to make it. And they cannot do it better than they can through Wake Up Now. So glad to have you guys on tonight. Thank you for your time. I hope that with your attention span that I didn't go too long for you, but want to make sure and get the questions answered. Look forward to working with you guys and seeing you at the top. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great night.